She still hasn't spoken yet? Not a peep. I guess it's not exactly shocking considering what she's been through. Are you sure it's not medical? I mean, we aren't exactly state-of-the-art here, but we haven't found any problems. What can we do for her? Teresa's been working with her as much as she can. Activities mostly. Painting, games, that kind of thing. Is it helping? Yeah, for sure. But it's a process, and Teresa has a lot on her plate. Maybe if you can stop by sometimes? Me? The only time that little girl lights up is when you're around. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I know you're busy. I'll make time.
Good to see you.
What about you? What was your moment?
My moment?
That made you want to join up?
Oh, Hurricane and E-Game. I was just a kid, but I still have nightmares about it.
You wrote it out?
We didn't have a choice.
Damn.
It wasn't just the storm, though. There was no power for months. Roads out, houses collapsed, or with their roofs torn off.
I can see how that would have been a formative experience.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the bad. It brought our community together. We made some friends for life that we might never have got to know otherwise. Plus, there was still a world out there. You knew there were places you could go where everything was just fine. That makes a difference.
What's wrong? You seem a little down.
It's nothing.
Oh, don't give me that. Something's on your mind.
It's none of your business, Manny. Jesus.
It is my business because it affects me when you're moping around like this.
You want to know what I'm thinking?
Yes, that's why I asked.
I'm thinking I chose wrong. That I'm in the wrong place doing the wrong things.
What are you talking about?
Being here, in D.C., instead of being home with my family.
I know the feeling. I think everybody does. I'm not sure if this is the right choice, but it isn't the wrong one. And that counts for something.
That might be the least stupid thing you've ever said.
I have my moments.
It's stupid, but it's less stupid than usual.
I'll accept that.
Was the sheriff here?
Just left.
Where to?
Wherever there's shit needing to be done, I guess. There's certainly no shortage.
We got lucky, didn't we?
Lucky?
When the network went down, it could have been the end of everything. But we got exactly the help we needed.
Yeah. It's nice to finally have a competent agent in town.
Ha ha. You got me.
The psych eval with flying colors. I've never scored anybody that low.
Imagine how bad things would have to get for Directive 51 to be activated. Every other option would have to fail. Every single one. Now you tell me Kelso isn't exactly the kind of person you'd want beside you in a scenario like that.
She's pathologically insubordinate.
That's an exaggeration. She's only insubordinate to people she doesn't respect.
Are you listening to yourself?
Well, it's kind of the point, isn't it, Tom? You don't call in the division if you've got a solid command structure in place. And if you have a failing command structure, the last thing you want is someone who's going to blindly carry out bad orders.
I've already passed her. I'm just praying I don't regret it.
You won't. Well, let's hope we never have to find out.
Oh, that's easy. Malasadas.
What are Malasadas?
Portuguese donuts, basically, but that's doing them a disservice. My friend's mom made the best ones I've ever had. God. I wonder if she's still alive.
I'm sure she's fine. I mean, it's an island, so it's completely feasible they managed to keep the virus out. Plus, doesn't Koei have like a 365-day growing season? They got really good odds.
You're probably right.
Of course I'm right.
I'm literally about to cry because there's a chance I can eat my friend's mom's malasadas again someday. How pathetic is that?
Not even a little bit, Kelso.
Thanks, Manny. And by the way, it's Kauai. The chances the disease has reached that area are pretty low, but not zero, so stay the hell away from anybody with flu-like symptoms.
You're scaring me, Alani.
Good. That's what I'm trying to do.
Mama was in New York in October.
They're pretty sure the outbreak started in late November, and if Mama was exposed, she'd have shown symptoms long before now.
Okay. I'll head into town this afternoon.
Remember, dry and canned goods are the priority. Assume you might have to make do for months.
I sure hope you're overreacting.
So do I, Tutu. They were counting on steamrolling us, which they didn't manage to do.
They came pretty damn close.
These guys specialize in low-exposure ops. Get in, do the job, get out. The last thing they'd want is to get caught up in a drawn-out engagement that ties up their assets and limits their adaptability.
Maybe, but they seem to have a lot of assets.
They've got bigger ambitions than just DC. And a quick, efficient, symbolic victory here would help them sell themselves as liberators.
You think they care about that?
I think their plan depends on them looking like the good guys. Why else would they hook up with Ellis? He gives them legitimacy, which means fewer people fighting against them and more people fighting alongside them.
Against the bad guys, meaning us.
Meaning anyone that gets in their way. But especially us.
Okay, so where do we stand?
Basically, everybody outside about a 50-mile radius of DC is completely cut off from the network. Completely.
What do we do about it?
First, we need to assess the full scope of the damage, which means going places that won't be easy to get to.
Because they're in hostile territory.
It's not just that. The flooding did a lot of damage, especially underground, which is where most of our infrastructure is located.
You think it was flooding that caused the network to go down?
Not a chance. This was deliberate.